What if the fastest path to becoming a successful business owner isn't creating a business at all? Most entrepreneurs immediately think about starting from scratch, but many wealthy business owners skip that step entirely. They buy businesses that already have customers, employees, cash flow, and proven systems. Today, we're uncovering why buying a business often beats starting one, how experienced investors evaluate acquisition opportunities, and why thousands of profitable companies are changing hands every year. By the end of this video, you'll understand the financial logic behind business acquisitions and how ordinary entrepreneurs are using this strategy to build wealth much faster. Imagine two people entering a race. One begins building a car, the other buys one with a full tank of gas. Guess who reaches the finish line first? Every new business begins with the same challenge: no customers, no reputation, and no predictable income. Picture an empty flywheel that takes enormous effort to move. Every sale requires marketing, trust building, hiring, testing prices, and fixing mistakes. According to data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, many new businesses close within their first several years because they never reach consistent profitability. Buying an established business changes the starting point completely. Instead of creating momentum from nothing, you inherit customers, revenue, suppliers, and operating systems already working together. That's like stepping onto a moving conveyor belt instead of pushing it yourself. Many first-time buyers think they're purchasing equipment or inventory. Experienced investors think differently. They're buying future cash flow. Imagine purchasing a fruit tree that's already producing hundreds of apples every season instead of planting a seed. An established business may generate income on the very first day you own it. Consider a company earning $400,000 annually. Even after loan payments and improvements, the business can begin helping pay for its own purchase. That's a powerful difference from a startup, where every expense comes out of your own pocket long before profits arrive. Cash flow becomes both the reward and the engine for future growth. Here's a surprising advantage many entrepreneurs overlook. Banks often feel far more comfortable financing established businesses than funding brand new ideas. Picture two loan applications. One contains projections and assumptions. The other includes 5 years of financial statements, tax returns, customer contracts, and proven earnings. Which seems less risky? Existing businesses provide measurable performance that lenders can evaluate. That means buyers may obtain financing with smaller down payments than many people expect. Instead of saving millions before becoming an owner, entrepreneurs can often leverage the business's own financial history to help complete the acquisition. That dramatically changes what's possible. One of the largest business opportunities isn't being created, it's aging. Across America, thousands of baby boomer business owners are approaching retirement with no family member interested in taking over. Imagine an entire neighborhood where nearly every successful business will need a new owner within the next decade. According to SBA and industry succession research, succession planning remains a major challenge for small businesses. Many owners would rather sell to a motivated buyer than slowly close a profitable company they've spent decades building. That creates opportunities that simply didn't exist on this scale a generation ago. Consider an entrepreneur who purchased a commercial landscaping company generating $2 million in annual revenue. Instead of changing everything, he spent the first 6 months learning the operation, meeting customers, and improving scheduling software. By reducing travel time between jobs, optimizing equipment usage, and introducing maintenance contracts, profits increased without dramatically increasing revenue. 3 years later, the company had grown substantially, not because he reinvented the business, but because he improved an already proven system. He didn't need a revolutionary idea, he needed disciplined execution. That lesson appears repeatedly among successful business buyers. Starting a business usually means hiring people before you fully understand how everything works. Buying a business often reverses that situation. Picture stepping onto a ship with an experienced crew already sailing smoothly. Existing employees understand customers, equipment, suppliers, daily operations, and industry challenges. Instead of teaching everyone how to do the work, your role becomes improving systems and supporting the team. Good businesses often succeed because experienced employees keep operations running consistently. That reduces operational risk while giving new owners valuable time to focus on growth instead of daily survival. But people aren't the only valuable asset you're acquiring. Trust is one of the hardest business assets to create and one of the easiest to underestimate. Imagine two restaurants opening across the street from each other. One has hundreds of positive reviews and loyal customers. The other has empty tables and no reputation. Which would you choose? Established businesses often come with years of customer relationships, online reviews, supplier trust, community recognition, and referral networks. These intangible assets rarely appear on a balance sheet, yet they can be worth more than equipment or inventory. Buying credibility can dramatically shorten the path to long-term success. Some people assume buying an existing business means settling for someone else's vision. The opposite is often true. Think of the acquisition as purchasing a strong foundation before building additional floors. The previous owner created stability. You create the next stage of growth. Add digital marketing, automation, AI tools, better pricing, expanded services, or new locations, and a good business can become an exceptional one. The best buyers don't ask, "What is this business today?" They ask, "What could this business become?" And that's where the biggest opportunities and the greatest returns often begin. Most first-time entrepreneurs think growth requires a brilliant new idea. Business buyers know something different. Imagine finding 10 small leaks in a bucket and sealing each one. No single fix changes everything, but together they dramatically increase what stays inside. Raising prices by 3%, reducing unnecessary expenses by 5%, improving customer retention, shortening delivery times, or increasing employee productivity by just a few percent can significantly increase profits. Because businesses are often valued as a multiple of earnings, every additional dollar of profit may increase the company's value several times over. That's why experienced buyers obsess over incremental improvements instead of dramatic reinventions. Not every industry rewards startups equally. Picture two entrepreneurs entering the HVAC business. One starts from zero with one truck and no customers. The other acquires a company with 12 technicians, recurring maintenance agreements, established supplier discounts, and thousands of loyal customers. Both work hard, but they're playing completely different games. Industries like plumbing, pest control, HVAC, commercial cleaning, manufacturing, waste management, and landscaping often reward acquisition because customer relationships and operating systems take years to develop. Buying years of progress can be far more valuable than trying to recreate them yourself. Here's something many people don't realize. The seller may become your lender. Imagine buying a house where the previous owner agrees to receive payments over several years instead of demanding all the money up front. That's called seller financing, and it's surprisingly common in small business acquisitions. Sellers benefit because they expand the pool of potential buyers while continuing to earn income. Buyers benefit because they need less upfront capital and gain confidence, knowing the seller believes the business will continue succeeding. When the former owner has money tied to future performance, both sides often become invested in a smooth transition. The greatest risk in business isn't usually competition, it's uncertainty. Starting from scratch means guessing whether customers will buy, whether pricing works, whether operations scale, and whether demand truly exists. Buying an established company removes many of those unknowns. Picture crossing a river using a bridge that's already supported thousands of vehicles instead of constructing one while traffic is moving. You still face challenges, but they're far more measurable. Financial records, customer history, employee performance, and operating data allow better decisions because they're based on evidence instead of assumptions. Artificial intelligence isn't just creating new businesses, it's making existing businesses dramatically more valuable. Imagine taking over a company that still relies on spreadsheets, paper invoices, manual scheduling, and word-of-mouth marketing. AI can automate customer service, optimize scheduling, improve forecasting, generate marketing content, analyze pricing, and streamline operations without changing the core business. Buyers who combine proven companies with modern technology often unlock growth the previous owner couldn't achieve. They're not replacing the business, they're upgrading it. That's one reason acquisitions may become even more attractive over the next decade. High-quality businesses rarely stay available for months. Imagine a neighborhood where every attractive home receives multiple offers within days. The same principle applies to profitable companies with recurring revenue, experienced employees, and loyal customers. Serious buyers prepare long before they begin searching. They build relationships with business brokers, lenders, accountants, attorneys, and industry contacts so they're ready when opportunities appear. The acquisition process isn't about reacting quickly. It's about preparing before the right business becomes available. Opportunity favors buyers who are already positioned to act. Before acquiring any business, experienced investors consistently ask 5 questions. First, why is the owner selling? Second, do customers return regularly? Third, can profits increase through better systems? Fourth, is the business too dependent on one person? Fifth, will demand still exist 10 years from now? Picture 5 checkpoints on a road leading to ownership. Skip one, and costly surprises become much more likely. Pass all 5, and you've dramatically improved your chances of buying a business capable of creating long-term wealth rather than long-term headaches. Think of an established business as a high-quality engine already running. Your job isn't to rebuild every component, it's to make it perform better. Better leadership, better marketing, better technology, better hiring, better customer experience, better financial management. Picture a race car entering the pit lane for upgrades instead of being built from raw metal. That's how many successful acquisitions work. The underlying business was already valuable. New ownership simply unlocks potential that had been sitting there for years. Great buyers don't invent momentum, they accelerate it. For generations, we've celebrated entrepreneurs who started with nothing. Those stories are inspiring, but they're not the only path. Buying an established business lets you begin with customers, employees, systems, cash flow, and years of hard-earned trust already in place. Instead of spending years proving your business works, you spend your energy making a good business even better. That's why so many successful entrepreneurs quietly become business buyers rather than business founders. Once you understand that entrepreneurship includes acquiring, not just creating, you suddenly see thousands of opportunities hiding in plain sight. And if this changed how you think about business ownership, the next step is learning how to find, value, negotiate, and finance profitable businesses before other buyers discover them. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. See you in the next video.